Reading 27. Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale wanted to be a nurse from age 6 after she helped a sheepdog that had hurt its leg. Later, she helped care for poor people who lived near her home. When England and France joined to fight Russia in 1854, the English government asked Nightingale to help soldiers who were hurt. She found that the conditions in the hospitals were terrible, so she worked to change them. This was a difficult job. The army leaders did not like having women in the war, especially women who told them they were doing things wrong. However, by the end of the war, Nightingale was famous all over England. Today, she is recognized throughout the world as the woman who began modern nursing. When Nightingale first arrived at the army hospitals, more soldiers were dying from disease, bad food, and poor care than from wounds that they received in the war. The sheets on their beds and the clothes on their bodies were very dirty. Nightingale asked an army doctor if there were any clean shirts for the soldiers to wear. He told her that there were only about 6 clean shirts every month. This was not enough, so Nightingale used her own money to buy hundreds of shirts. Then she also used her own money to rent a house, put in heating, and paid soldiers' wives to wash the hospital sheets. Nightingale herself did whatever needed to be done. She washed floors, cooked food, and cared for dying men. Often she did not go to bed until 2 or 3 in the morning. The army leaders did not like having Nightingale and the other nurses there. The army leaders played tricks on the nurses to try to make them leave. One time they locked the hospital door on a day they knew Nightingale would come to visit the soldiers. She had to walk a long way to get to the hospital. There was snow on the ground and it was very cold. However, instead of leaving the hospital, Nightingale sent a helper to get a key. She told her helper to tell the army leaders that she would wait at the hospital until the helper came back with the key. She waited several hours before the helper at last returned. Nightingale continued working to improve army healthcare until her death in 1910. Today, there is the Nightingale School of Nursing in London to honor her memory.